and bustling metropolis of Osaka for this final fixture in the third round of the AFC Asian qualifiers, Road to 26, between the host nation Japan and the visitors Indonesia. It's match day 10 of the third round. Japan will finish top of Group C no matter what happens tonight. It's been a dominant qualifying campaign. They secured their ticket to the FIFA World Cup 26 during the March window after a 2-0 win against Bahrain to become the first team outside of the host nations to qualify for the main event. Indonesia in 4th spot that they have wrapped up after their 1-0 win against China PR on match day 9, and will continue their qualifying journey in the 4th round later this year. They can still end up 3rd in the group with maximum points this evening, depending on what happens elsewhere. Takefusa Kubo is getting a start this evening, leading the side out, wearing the captain's armband tonight ahead of Wataru Endo. Plenty of changes as well. Joy Pelupesi, number 14 for Indonesia, there in your picture. You also get the chance to see Dean James getting an opportunity from the start, along with the Sayuri, Nyanche Sayuri. The Indonesian side will be led out by Jay Idzes. Wet conditions here in Osaka. It's been raining all day, but these conditions haven't dampened the spirits of the fans who've braved the rain to make themselves heard this evening. They have been full of enthusiasm and passion. The aura around the ground was superb as well, as fans started streaming in close to 3 hours ahead of kickoff. Plenty to enjoy as well, with food trucks galore around the stadium, along with the many other activities for the supporters to enjoy. He looks focused. Kubo, some talk about his future as well on the domestic scene. There's potential for him to move away from his club side, Real Sociedad in La Liga. Leiji Kamada, last player out for this Japan side as they make their way out onto this. Here we go then at the Suita City Football Stadium. Match day 10 of the third round of the AFC Asian qualifiers, Road to 26. Japan against Indonesia. It's Japan in the all blue, going from left to right on your screens, up against Indonesia in the all-white away kit for this evening. Fans in red behind their goal, to the right of your screens. Early touch in possession there for Kota Takai. The young central defender gives it straight to between 3, Justin Hubner. In possession is Beckham Putra. What a test it is for him in his young career. Plays his club football in Indonesia with the Persib. Also featured in the AFC Champions League 2 this season. Kubo. Machino, good strong play, holds it up, finds Endo, moving quickly from right to left. Mito, into Sano. Suzuki. There's Wataru Endo. So they're winning the English Premier League title with the Liverpool. Kubo. Away from Beckham Putra, chance for Indonesia on the break. Much going on for him in the way of support, only has Ole Romani. Nice idea with a attempt at a turn. Kota Takai was too smart for it though. Here's Morishita. Has to work his way into the box, held up by Hubner. It's a much changed squad for Japan, missing regulars like Ayase Ueda, Aotanaka, Kaoru Mitoma and several others. Standing in the way of Morishita. There is Hajime Moriyasu. His 92nd match as head coach. Sano. Kamada again. Mito. Whips it in. Kamada! And it's the opener, and a deserved goal for Japan. They've been well on top. Emil Audero, he tried his best to keep that one out. There was that run from Daichi Kamada from a deeper position. It's just difficult to pick out Indonesia's defense. Unmarked, a clear run into the area, and a lovely ball whipped in by Shunsuke Mito. Spin on that, into the path of Daichi Kamada. That's a well-placed header, textbook really. Gets it down, makes it difficult for Emil Audero, and they get the reward for an excellent start. The 28-year-old scoring his 10th goal for Japan. His 42nd appearance. This one is appearance number 20 in a World Cup qualifier for Daichi Kamada. Now they've been right on top of Indonesia. Struggle to find a way out. Sticks Victor Hay. Clever switch out to James. Beckham. Again, he's looking to try and get it forward, Beckham Putra. Quickly, he close down. Steep learning curve for Beckham Putra. This will be Seko. Kubo. Kamada. He's able to find a teammate. Lovely bit of skill there as well. Another look at the quality of Machino in those situations. He just gives on to Kamada. He's left it for Kubo. They're in again. Machino back to Kubo. And it's 2. 19 minutes in. Japan are flying here in Osaka. Flags stay down. So the on-field decision is that it will be a goal. Let's have a closer look at this. Nothing wrong with that, but might Machino just have been in an offside position as it's played into him. We'll have a closer look at that. Bit of invention here. The set piece from Japan is catching out Indonesia. It's a lovely finish from Kubo. Shifts it on very quickly to his right foot and lifts it through that gap. His side. Back to Kubo, again in behind Indonesia's midfield easily. Kamada glides into the area, still with Kamada, and he finds the finish again. Going oh so sweetly in Suita for Japan. Kubo with the run in behind Indonesia's midfield. Exchange of passes with Kaishu Sano, causing chaos. And then Kamada with the composure and the quick feet. An intelligent finish. No panic there. Lifts sitting. Top of the 6-yard box once again. It's a lovely team goal. Again, nice and composed in possession is Inosuke Suzuki. Is Nakamura. Break forward again at pace. Plenty of space to run into. Nakamura, Martino. Puts it onto the far side for that finish from Morishita. And it's 4 for Japan. Breaking forward, plenty of intent. And that's smart from Martino. He gets his head up. Really good awareness. And that focus there from Morishita. Eyes on the ball all the way through. And he doesn't look for power. He just looks for that placement. It's to guide it in at that near post. Side foot from Ryoya Morishita. Another one who's shown a really good work rate. Now his flank. That's his first goal for Japan on his 3rd appearance for his country. Back in the Japan squad for the first time since January of 2024. Getting his first call up in this 3rd round of World Cup qualifying. Sagan Tosu, a Nagoya Grampus player, to his 2nd season with Legia Warsaw in Poland. Again, they were looking at the goal, couldn't see anything wrong with that, and eventually it's been officially given. Morishita will have his goal. Japan up to 4. But it was always going to be tough for Indonesia, one of the lowest ranked sides coming into this round. Given a tough draw in this group alongside the likes of Saudi Arabia, Australia and their opposition tonight. But with the expanded format of the next FIFA World Cup, it meant they could fight for a place in the top 4 as well, with China, PR and Bahrain. Their main challengers for that position. Flag goes up for offside here on Rick Kambuaya. Referee will allow play to continue. And that coaching change was made with Kluivert and his staff taking over from Shin Tae-yong, and more recruitment on the playing side of things was done, just to give them the best possible chance of World Cup qualification. And those are decisions that have paid off for them. Their place in the playoffs secured after picking up 3 wins and 3 draws from their 9 matches coming into this fixture, getting the points needed to go through ahead of China, PR and Bahrain. Much bigger challenges lie ahead for Indonesia, and the pressure will build once the playoffs come around, put themselves in a position where they can continue dreaming of a place at the World Cup. Idzis, Hilges, sideways and backwards. That's the cue for Japan to step forward in that press. Indonesia haven't had too much time on the ball. There's that high press again. Indonesia bravely. Here comes Japan again though. Kubo, put it into Martino! And looking for that offside flag. It was clearly on. And Martino gets his goal. They are tearing Indonesia apart. Kubo picks it up, top of the box. A deft touch there. After that flicking behind from Kubo. That's a contact off the shin, I think, from Martino. Lovely poacher's effort. They all count, it doesn't matter how they go in. Get it past the goalkeeper, that's your job. Exactly what Shuto Martino has done. Getting his name on the score sheet for this evening. Indonesia, a couple of changes here for them. Shane Patinama is coming on, and Stefano Lillipali is also on for this Indonesian side. Joey Pelupesi and Dean James have been replaced. Japan also making a change here. It's going to be the brother of Kaishu Sano, Kodai Sano. He's getting ready to make an appearance. So a couple of brothers appear for Indonesia earlier with Yance and Jakob Sayuri. Going to see a set of brothers on the pitch, this time for Japan. Here's Endo. Kubo. Confirmation of those changes. Pelupesi and Dean James off. Replaced by Shin Patinama and Stefano Lillipali. Suzuki. Endo. Bad idea. Sort of hits that switch. With Morishita. Shunsuke Mito, who's going to be coming off. And a solid outing. It's been lively. This night is done. Here he is, Kota Tawaratsumida. The pace, it's towards the byline, cut back, and it's another for Japan. We're up to 6, Mao Hosoya. Matching their record from August of 1976. Kota Tawaratsumida doing all the work down this left-hand side. Wonderful turn of pace and deflected into the path of Mao Hosoya. The 21-year-old Kota Tawaratsumida is a very exciting talent. Plays his club football for FC Tokyo. Emil Audero as well in goal. Just his second appearance, made his debut against China PR. Recent addition to the side. Received his first international call-up. This is March window. It's taken shot to Kamada. He's left it for Kubo. They're in again. Machino back to Kubo. And it's 2. 19 minutes in. Japan are flying here in Osaka. Flags stay down. So the on-field decision is that it will be a goal. Let's have a closer look at this. Nothing wrong with that, but Mike. Here he is, Kota Tawaratsumida. Look at the pace, it's towards the byline, cut back, and it's another for Japan. We're up to 6, Mao Hosoya. Matching their record from August of 1976. Kota Tawaratsumida doing all the work down this left-hand side. Wonderful turn of pace and deflected into the path of Mao Hosoya by Kaishu Sano. And that is it. Time's up here at the Suita City Football Stadium. A wonderful display, a superb performance by Japan to wrap up the qualifying campaign in style. They have scored more than 50 goals in both rounds of this World Cup qualification campaign. It's been another excellent evening for them in front of their fans. changes in the makeup of this squad ahead of this window, but it doesn't matter.